Hi, this is Mrs. Frank. Today we're going to be talking about speaking Mathanese when it comes to multiplication and division. What you need to do first is realize what exactly multiplication and division are. Multiplication is when you are adding the same number a repeated number of times. For example, if we have the problem 2 times 3, what that means is I'm going to add 2 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. When I have division, I am dividing equally. I'm dividing a set up equally into equal parts. It's also known as repeated subtraction. If I have 10 divided by 2, I'm going to figure out how many 2's can I subtract from 10 to get to 0. So I can continually subtract, and I would see I subtracted 1 2, 2 2's, 3 2's, 4 2's, 5 2's to eventually get to 0, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So when we are talking about story problems and speaking Mathanese, we will only use multiplication and division if we are adding the same size sets or if we are equally sharing or dividing sets. So let's look at an example of a problem where we might use multiplication. I might say something like, Emily bought 4 packages of gum at the grocery store. Each package of gum cost 89 cents. So she had 4 packages of gum, and each of them were 89 cents. Now I could add 89 4 times to get my answer, or I can use multiplication and I can take 89 cents times 4 to figure out that Emily spent $3.56 on gum. Notice when I'm multiplying, my number is getting larger. It makes sense that she wouldn't spend less than 89 cents when she multiplies it by 4. She would have to add that 89 cents 4 times. An example for a division problem might be if, we'll use Emily again, if Emily and her friends go out to dinner and they agree that they're going to all pay the same amount for their meal. If they all ordered about the same thing and they don't want to ask for separate checks, they could say, we will just share this bill evenly. So if Emily goes out with her 2 girlfriends and their total for the bill is $24 and they're sharing equally amongst the 3, they would divide the bill at the restaurant, that $24 tab, into 3 equal parts, and they would both pay, or they would all 3 pay $8, and 8 times 3 is 24. Hopefully this type of thinking will help you in the worksheets that I have assigned for this day's course. Another word that's really important with multiplication is of, because sometimes we take a fraction of a number. If I said half of my class is girls, I would take 1/2 of would be times, and if I had 20 people in my class, I would say, what is 1/2 of 20? 1/2 of 20 is 10. So I would have 10 girls. So when you see of, you're going to know that means to multiply. If you have any questions, please post me a question on the forum section of our Moodle class, and I will be able to get back with you. Good luck.